All right, testing levels. Good. We'll turn this one up a little. All right, you can go there, Joe. All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Blair Taylor High School for Division IV sectional semifinal baseball today on Zaleski Sports. Steve Maves alongside Joe Anderson at beautiful Blair Taylor High School for a sectional semifinal. Third time in a row for the Pittsville Panthers. They have been taken out in the last 2 years by the Oliva Strum Cardinals. Oliva Strum, of course, last year went on to win the state tournament. Blair Taylor coming in, they beat Oliva Strum last week. They fell at Pittsville in a regional final last year, but new team, playing at your home field is pretty significant, and it's going to be a good pitchers matchup here this afternoon. There could be a lot of history being made today. Highland and Boscobel in Game 2. We'll talk about that throughout the game. Blair Taylor has not made the state tournament since 1953. Pittsville has not made it since 2014. Boscobel hasn't made it since 1999, and Highland has never made it to the baseball state tournament. So it could be a pretty significant day today here at Blair Taylor. We were here last year. It was a great 3 games. And we'll mention right now, if Pittsville were to lose here in Game 1, then we will not be here for Games 2 or 3. If Pittsville is able to win, then Game 2 is likely. That's Highland and Boscobel. And then, of course, we would be here for Game 3 for the Pittsville Panthers. Pittsville's regional final last week against Columbus Catholic. And they have been rolling, and with the help of the right arm of Logan Zickert, for the Pittsville Panthers the last number of years. Again, I mentioned a pitcher's duel today. Logan Zickert and Tavian Schrammick for the Blair Taylor Wildcats. It's going to be a pitcher's duel today, no doubt about it. It's just a matter of the Pittsville offense being able to score. They have struggled to score the last couple of games, and it's going to be a significant game here today. The winner, of course, then plays Boscobel or Highland. We've got 4 other sectionals around the state. They are all live right now, from all the way as north as Athens. They got Solon Springs Northwood taking on Washburn up in Athens. All the way as far south as Oconomowoc today. It is Menominee Falls and Hamilton about to get underway down at Doc Hound Stadium in Oconomowoc. We've got games in Plover, St. Thomas Aquinas against Lena. We got games in Stevens Point. That is that's St. Thomas Aquinas, and Lena is in Plover. Stevens Point is Chippewa Falls and Hudson, and then, of course, here in Blair Taylor for us today. We've got a lot of games. Check them all out, ZaleskiSports.com. It is crazy to think we are nearing the end of spring sports season. State softball is this weekend. We will be down Jason Zaleski and Chris Conley will be down in Madison tomorrow for the DC Everest Evergreens. They take on Waterford, the Evergreens' first ever trip to state. And then I'll be down there on Thursday along with Mike Wenlett for the Pacelli Cardinals and the McDonald Central Catholic Max on Thursday afternoon. The 13th trip for the Pacelli Cardinals since joining the WIAA, which is pretty significant because the WISA was disbanded in, I think they joined the WIAA in 2020 or in 2000. So 13 of the 25 years the Pacelli Cardinals have been at the state tournament. Today's starting lineups brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve. Starting lineups today is brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve. Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. Tavian Schrammick batting first. He is the pitcher. Blair Taylor will be the visiting team here in Game 1. Batting second, the left fielder, Austin Thompson. Batting third is the catcher, Cole Trapp. Batting fourth is the center fielder, Peyton Kelly. Doing the DHing today is number 32, Travis Pettis. Batting sixth is the second baseman, Austin Olson. Batting seventh is the shortstop, Braden Paulson. Batting eighth is the right fielder, Ryan Oldendorf. And batting ninth is the first baseman, Brady Thompson. Travis Pettis is going to be hitting for Ty Tranberg for the Wildcats. And for the home Pittsville Panthers today, the number 1 seed, they will send out pitcher Logan Zickert batting first. Batting second in center field is Dawson Luther. Batting third in at third base is Grant Radaman. Batting fourth in at shortstop is Ben Friday. Batting fifth in at first base is Darren Luther. Batting sixth in left field is Brody Withers. Batting seventh at second base is number 22, Cash Osterman. Batting eighth and doing the DHing is number 1, Corbin Lee. Batting ninth is the catcher, Jamison Krieger. Corbin will be hitting for Rayson Schooley today. A reminder that today's starting lineups were brought to you by Associated Bank, where in every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. The Wildcats coached by Jesse Lean. Oh, we're good, Joe. Yeah. Blair Taylor in blue tops, black numerals, white outlines, white pants. Again, we've been very fortunate, and this has been very fortunate, and I mention it time and time again, especially for these, especially for softball. We saw it significantly in softball, just how slick, and you see it today for Blair Taylor, just how slick the uniforms in Wisconsin are. They are very, very nice, and it's going to be Pittsville with their white pinstripes, purple numbers, and yellow outlines. And we can't thank you all enough for tuning in today. It's been a very quick spring season, but a significant one at that. We've had a lot of fun, and total numbers, I guess you can say, for our season this year, from the start of football all the way to the end of baseball next week, and maybe even state soccer, depending on how things pan out. But all the numbers from the number of games that we've done and per sport, those will all be, I'm hoping, made available to everybody to see just how many games that our great staff does, and all of our great sponsors as well. We'll turn it over here for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes
Nicely done on our national anthem as we are ready to go now here from Blair Taylor High School on this cloudy, chilly day here in southwestern Wisconsin. We are ready to go for this Division 4 sectional semifinal. We'll give you updates throughout the day today here on Zaleski Sports. Once again, CMAV's Joe Anderson from beautiful Blair Taylor High School. Joe was here last week for some sectional softball as the Ithaca Bulldogs making their trip to state. We'll go through that. We'll go through that today as well. Just to look at the softball state games coming up this week, starting tomorrow. If you have any scores or updates that you want to pass along, put them up in the chat box, and we will make sure to pass them along during our game here today. Logan Zickert on the mound, the senior right-hander heading to lacrosse in the fall. And he has been as dominant in the conference. He missed a stint a little bit this year with the right elbow issues, I believe it was, and able to come back strong. And Pittsville, again, the co-conference champions here in 2025. Tavian Schromick to lead things off here for the Blair Taylor Wildcats. First pitch this morning is at 10:04. Is going to be grounded right up the middle and a leadoff base hit for the Wildcats. Good start for Blair Taylor, as mentioned, looking for their first trip to state since they were just Blair back in 1953. I'll bring up Austin Thompson. This is kind of what happened against Columbus Catholic last week, Thursday, for Logan Zickert. He got a lot of base runners on, but was able to, there's a bunt down the third base line. Bobble throws it away. Everybody's safe. And Schromick, nobody was covering third base. And now there's runners at the corners on two pitches for Blair Taylor. Wow, what a start for the Cats. That'll bring up Cole Trapp. Oh, what a start for Blair Taylor. Couldn't have asked for much better for Blair Taylor. As the visitors, they're batting first. That never happens for Blair here. So getting off to a quick start. But as I mentioned before, that bunt had a lot of base runners against Columbus Catholic. Still a shutout win. And there goes the runner. Throw down is back to third, and it hits off of Schromick. Austin Thompson will take second base. Huh? Oh. Let's see. I know this might be no fun, but there's a strike. Runners at second and third here. Working out some bugs, new scoreboard, so. Runners at second and third, a ball and a strike. Going to be a slow roller to the Pittsville dugout, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Peyton Kelly waiting on deck for the Wildcats. Again, this is really this place here for Pittsville. They've won back-to-back regional championships, 3 actually in a row. This place here in Blair Taylor has really been their Achilles heel and has given them fits the last 3 years or 2 years in sectionals. Ground ball, high chopper to short. Ben Friday across. And Blair Taylor is on the board here in the first inning. Cole Trapp with an RBI ground out. Schromick, that might be all that Tavian might need with the way that he throws the ball. You saw how high that one bounced off of right in front of home plate. Now Peyton Kelly, the center fielder, with the runner at third. Logan Zickert crossed up. Jamison Krieger behind the plate, still in there for a strike. The 0-1. Fouled into the screen. crazy play last year to finish up the sectional final for Oliva Strom. It was, hey, we'll get into it here in a moment. Zickert works quickly. And the 0-2. There's a strikeout. First strikeout of the day for Logan Zickert, and there's 2 away here in the first. But if you remember back all the way last year, bases were loaded for Oliva Strom. Royal was their opponent. Is a bloop to shallow center field here, and then throw from center field was in time, but the catcher dropped the ball, and Oliva Strom went on to win that game and then beat Pacelli in a state semifinal and then beat Solon Springs in the state championship game. And Blair Taylor beats them last week. Oliva Strom actually beat Royal. Oliva was the 7 seed, Royal the 2 seed. Oliva beat Royal, and then Blair Taylor went on to beat Oliva Strom. Offering from Zickert, ground ball, another high chopper over to Friday at short. Steps across and ends the first inning, but Blair Taylor gets on the board with a couple of base hits. There was 1 left on. We played a half an inning. Blair Taylor won. Pittsville coming up. You're watching high school sectional baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
All right, welcome back to Blair Taylor High School. The Wildcats up 1-0 on Pittsville. Here in the as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Again, a lot of great games going on around the state today. State in Appleton beginning next week. St. Thomas Aquinas, where Pacelli's sectional was supposed to be, is now being played at Memorial Park in Plover. They go to the bottom of the first 0-0. I think they may have the same scoreboard issue that we've got down there. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Great crowd watching online. We cannot thank you all enough. I mention it time and time again, but without our viewers, without our sponsors, Joe and I would just be here not doing anything, right? We'd just be here watching. So we appreciate all of our sponsors, our great staff that are staffing these games around the state today. And it's going to be a good day of baseball throughout the state of Wisconsin. Maybe a little bit of a surprise in Stevens Point. A first inning barrage from Chippewa Falls against one of the top teams in the state, Hudson. 3-0 after the first half inning. Solon Springs and Washburn 0-0. Menominee Falls and Hamilton are in a commercial break. Logan Zickert to lead things off here for the Panthers. Justin and his wife had a baby last winter, I believe. Last fall. Schromick misses low and away. Tall stance for the tall lefty hitter. And Schromick misses again, 2-0. One of the teams from Game 2 up on the hill behind center field. Either Highland or Bosqueville, both of them are red, so that's the Bulldogs and the Cardinals. There's a low one, 3-0 to Zickert. Schromick, one of the top pitchers in the area, and on 4 pitches, he walks Logan Zickert, so base runners for both teams to start off here, and this will bring up Dawson Luther, the all-time hits leader at Pittsville High School, just as a junior. So runner at first is Zickert with nobody out for the always dangerous Dawson Luther. Not a big lead, squares the bunt, pulls it back, throw down to first, and Schrommik's missed 5 in a row out of the zone to start his outing here this morning. Cole Trapp, the catcher behind home plate. Zickert stays put, squares the bunt again. There's a strike for the right-hander. Ty Tranberg weigh in at third. Dawson is quick enough, much like Austin Thompson was in the top of the first, to beat out a bunt. Doesn't square this time. Late on that one and fouls it off the screen. A ball and 2 strikes here to Dawson Luther. Cole Trapp tells his third baseman Tranberg to back up now. The 1-2. Fouled it off. Trapp unable to hang on to it. 3:15 on the left field line here in Blair Taylor. 3:40 to center field. 3:02 down the right field line. We saw one last year against Oliva Strum for Pittsville that really broke that one open and pushed Oliva Strum over Pittsville, as there was a fly ball to right that the right fielder played way in on it. Ground ball to second, and they're going to get Luther out. Austin Olson on the putout, and there's one away. Zickert over to second. But it's pretty hard to do with a fence in right field. That's 3:02 to play too shallow. But Pittsville right fielder did last year, and cost him. That'll bring up Grant Radaman, the third baseman. Grant, the non-batting gloves, going to be hit this one to right center field. That's trouble in the gap, and it gets down. And Zickert is going to score, and Grant Radaman in with an RBI double. Kelly and Oldendorf converged on it. And unable to haul it in was Peyton Kelly. And Pittsville ties it up here in the first for Ben Friday, the shortstop. And we're tied up here in the first just like that. Low and away. The leadoff walk comes in to score. Zickert walked on 4 pitches. Good effort out there by Kelly, just unable to haul it in. Radaman dancing out there at second base. The 1-0. Able to hold up 2-0. To the Pittsville shortstop, Ben Friday. Darren Luther waiting on deck for the Panthers. There's one on the corner. 2-1. Friday, the non-batting gloves as well today. Fouls it straight back. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Radaman stands at second with 1 out here for Pittsville in the first. RBI double from Grant. Swung on and missed. Blew it past him. His first strikeout for Schrommik today. 2 outs now for Darren Luther, the first baseman. Chastine Hesley Insurance Agency is your full-service agency in Pittsville, offering auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance from a variety of companies, including Progressive, Whatever you need to protect, let them provide you with a free quote. Good luck, Panthers, from Chastine Hesley Insurance Agency, serving all of central Wisconsin with offices in Pittsville and Loyal. Radaman just barely able to get in there, a lot closer from the throw from Trapp. Runner at third now with 2 outs for Pittsville. There's a strike in the knees to Darren Luther. Pops it up and out of play to the parking lot. A ball and 2 strikes. Good contingency made their trip from Pittsville today, and with the home team hosting this year, Blair Taylor bringing a good crowd as well. High and away, evens it up. Deuces are wild here in the first. A long first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third, tied at 1. The 2-2. Got him. And that'll end the first inning. A couple of strikeouts from Schromick, but the Panthers get on the board here in the first on an RBI double from Grant Radaman. We've played an inning complete. It is Pittsville 1, Blair Taylor 1. You're watching high school baseball sectionals on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
All right, here we go to the second. Austin Olson, followed by Braden Paulson and Ryan Oldendorf against Logan Zickert. First one misses high to the Blair Taylor second baseman. Got some scores from around Zaleski Sports today. St. Thomas Aquinas and Lena looked like Lena was up 1-0 on the Cavaliers from St. Thomas Aquinas. 1-0 outside, missed 2-0. Chippewa Falls still up 3-0 on Hudson. Hudson's got the bases loaded, though, with 1 out. There's one in there for a strike, 2-1. Bob Bradovich on the call of the first game, and then and there's a strike 3 swinging for the second strikeout. And there's one away here in the second. And then Chris Conley's going to be a busy guy this week. He's got DC Evers baseball today against Eau Claire North, and if they win, he'll be right back on the call at 4 o'clock. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike. And then he'll be right back on the call for the sectional championship, and then he's got to drive down to Madison tomorrow for state softball. And then if they win, then if Evers wins tomorrow, and they got to take on one of the best teams in the state, the best team in the state, way behind the fastball 1 and 2 is Kenosha Bradford, unless Bradford gets upset on tomorrow afternoon. And Zickert is blowing it past him here in the second inning. 3 strikeouts for Logan, 2 up and 2 down for Ryan Oldendorf, the right fielder. But yeah, Kenosha Bradford softball, their only loss was to a non-Wisconsin team this year. Zickert in a groove right now. Zickert was ready. Oldendorf calls time and are ready to go. Just a bit outside. Not by much, 1-1. Kicks and fires. High fastball, 1-2. That run in the first has settled down Logan Zickert tremendously. And he strikes out the side here in the second inning. 3 up, 3 down. Fourth strikeout for Logan. We've played an inning and a half. It is Pittsville 1, Blair Taylor 1. You're watching high school baseball sectionals on Zaleski Sports.
Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
All right, after Logan struck out the side in the second, that'll bring up Brody Withers to lead things off, followed by Cash Osterman and Corbin Lee for Pittsville. Davian Schramek on the mound for inning number 2. Hay Creek Pallet congratulates Pittsville baseball. Or congratulations, Pittsville baseball from Hay Creek Pallet. Hay Creek Companies is dedicated to building a family-centered work culture that invests in the Pittsville community. We sell pallets, animal bedding, and mulch. Visit them at haycreekpallet.com. Again, significant crowd continues to file in for Sectional Tuesday here in the state of Wisconsin. There's one from Schramek in for a strike. Quick pitch. And puts it past him. The 0-2 now coming up. A balls and 2 strikes to the Pittsville left fielder, Brody Withers. Fouls that one off the knuckles. A little bit higher leg kick that time from Schramek. And Pittsville looking for their first trip to state since 2014. Missed outside for a ball, 1-2. Try the quick pitch again. Spun it just a bit outside. Out of the windup comes Schramek. Big leg kick this time. And got him that time. Started a little bit closer to Withers this time, and Schramek has struck out his third batter in a row. That'll bring up the second baseman, Cash Osterman. Lakeside Oasis is a perfect summertime stop for everything you need when you are on the go. Gas, groceries, and all the goodies on your weekend road trips or headed to the lake. Lakeside Oasis near Lake Dexter on Highway 80. Fly ball to right, tracking it, and falls in front of Oldendorf in right. In foul territory, and it's 0-1. Food and fun are the features at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Stop in for daily food specials like $2 burgers on Tuesdays and their Friday fish fry. There is great food and fun at Horse and Around downtown Pittsville. Check them out on Facebook. Going to be hit to left. Thompson coming in, ranging over to his left and making the catch for the second out. 2-away now for Corbin Lee, the DH. Two up and 2 down here in the second. Jamison Krieger on deck. Here from Blair Taylor. Cloudy day. Inside, just missed. Had Corbin backing out of the way. May have been a strike, but Trapp dropped it. 2-0. 60 degrees here in Blair. It's supposed to warm up this afternoon, late this afternoon. Around 5 or 6. Supposed to be up in the upper 70s. There's a strike. Ground ball to Krieger in the on-deck circle for Pittsville. Evens it up at 2-2 here in the second. For Blair Taylor in the third, it'll be 9-1-2 for the Wildcats, where they manufactured their run in the first. Got him. Way out in front. Schromick picks up a couple more strikeouts, and the pitching duel has commenced. We are here as the 2 innings are complete. We're tied at 1. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Brady Thompson will lead things off here for Pittsville, or excuse me, for Blair Taylor. That one's popped up. Third base side out of play. And Zicker quickly ahead 0-2 on the Blair Taylor first baseman. Number 9 hitter. Shakes the first one off, gets the second one he likes, and fouls this one out of play. Davian Schromick on deck. He singled on the first pitch of the game. Came around to score on a ground out. Ground ball back to Zickert on the mound. Flips it over to Darren Luther on the 1-3 put out. There's one away now for the top of the order in Schromick. Pittsville Pittsville Farm and Home Center has everything from hydraulic hoses to red roses. They make customized hydraulic hoses and have a fresh flower shop and garden center. They are also your Milwaukee tool dealer, Pittsville Farm and Home Center. Schromick pops this one up on the infield. Darren Luther backing up and stabbing at it and making the catch. A big second out there. That'll bring up Austin Thompson. He had a bunt single back in the first. Thompson bunt single to third his first time up. Misses high for a ball, 1-0. There's a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Nobody on, 2 away here in the top of the third. Spinner in there for a strike. On the 1-2. Went sidearm and got him swinging. Strike number 5 for Logan Zickert, and that'll end the third inning. 3 up, 3 down. We've played 2.5. It's still tied at 1. 9-1-2 coming up for Pittsville. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides tough, lasting protection. Get a gallon starting at $22.49 after rebate. Give your space the Platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer in one with a protective finish that guards against scuffs, spills, and stains. Pick up a gallon starting at $37.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
All right, to the third we go. The bottom of the third inning, it'll be Jamison Krieger, Logan Zickert, and Dawson Luther for the Pittsville Panthers here. After that first inning, pitchers have shut down the offenses as we head to the third. So the runs that Chippewa Falls scored in the first inning was a 3-run home run for the Cardinals, but now it's tied at 3.
Leading off for the Panthers in the bottom half of the third will be their catcher,
Jamison Krieger to lead things off. Schramek steps off, resets against Jamison Krieger. And the first offering to Jamison misses low and away. Two and nothing to the number 9 hitter, Krieger. And a wild one there. And it's 3-0. Logan Zickert on deck, who walked on 4 pitches to start the game for Pittsville offensively. A 3-0. There's one. Spins it in there. 3-1. Just missed inside, a 5-pitch walk. That'll bring up the number 1 hitter, Logan Zickert. See if Coach Rayburn wants to. Well, they'll keep Jamison out there to run. Logan Zickert started the game with a 4-pitch walk. Came around to score on the double by Radaman. Inside corner, in for a strike. Fouls into the screen. Logan behind, 0-2. Dawson Luther on deck, followed by Grant Radaman. Logan stands all the way back, the back line of that batter's box. Nothing in 2 to the leadoff hitter, Logan Zickert. Fouls it back. Staying alive is Logan. The winner of this one will play at around 3 o'clock this afternoon against either Boscobel or Highland. That's an 8-6 matchup later this afternoon. Ground ball to third and foul. Coach Rayburn went over to make the play. And we remain 0-2. Gonna be hit, just foul. Trap was set up in the right-handed batter's box. And Zickert able to get it off the end of the bat. Just a bit fouled on the left field line. Runner at first is Krieger with nobody out. Pitcher V pitcher here, and misses high. Schramek comes set. And fouled into the mitt, and Schramek gets Zickert. Tips his hat to his catcher Trev for hanging on to the ball, and that's strikeout number 5. And there's one away for Dawson Luther. Ground out to second back in the first.
It'll be their center fielder, number 2, Dawson Luther.
First offering to Dawson is hit right to short and into center field. It's going to be cut off by Kelly. Krieger's going to go from first to third. The throw is not going to be in time. And Dawson Luther is on base for the first time today with a single. Gardner Trucking, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage is proud to be part of the Pittsville community. Their team of employees work hard every day to get the job done, just like the Pittsville Panthers. Good luck, Panthers, from Gardner Trucking, Badger State Fruit Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage of Pittsville. RBI double last time for Grant Radaman. We'll see what Cole Trapp and the Blair Taylor defense might have in store here with Dawson Luther at first. He stays put, and Radaman's behind it and follows it back. Grant doubled on the first pitch he saw in the first. Dawson stays put at first. Not a huge lead over there. Stays put again, misses outside. Krieger at third, Luther at first. We'll see if Dawson is taking off here. Hey, there he goes. Going to be popped up. Double play opportunity. They're going to get him. And that's a double play as Radaman pops it up. Coach Rayburn frustrated with his third baseman, Grant Radaman. Wow, what a busted opportunity there for Pittsville. Nice job by Cole Trapp. That'll end 3 complete. It is Pittsville 1, Blair Taylor 1. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
3, 4, and 5 due up for Blair Taylor after the crazy ending of that bottom of the third inning. Dawson Luther took off for second. Grant Radaman popped it up off his hands into the waiting hands of Cole Trapp, and then Trapp was able to throw out Dawson Luther at first base. C&D Auto Repair and Sales is your complete auto repair shop. They provide free estimates and guarantee complete satisfaction. They'll work with your insurance company to make it easier for you and do windshield glass installation too. Contact Chad and Dan at C&D Auto today on County Trunk E in Arpin. That'll bring up Cole Trapp, who just turned that double play. There's one in there for a strike. Cole had the RBI ground out in the first that scored Schramek. Missed inside that time, evens it up at a ball and a strike. This is low to the number 3 hitter. Zickert, 5 strikeouts through 3 innings. Hits the outside corner. Evens it up at 2-2. Peyton Kelly on deck. Logan takes a deep breath and fires home. Got him. Outside corner looking. Strikeout number 6 for Logan, and there's one away here in the fourth. Tabby's Blue Bayou backs the Pittsville Panthers. Stop in for some appetizers and a cold beverage after the game or anytime. Pizza, pretzels, nachos, and other snacks await you at Tabby's Blue Bayou in Pittsville, or order for delivery with DoorDash. Peyton Kelly struck out in the first. Spinner spun too far, evens it up at a ball and strike. Sun trying to poke out a little bit here in Blair Taylor. There's a strike. Once Logan gets into a groove, it's kind of hard to break him out of it, and we've seen that here since the first inning. Got another one, and they apply the tag. Back-to-back strikeouts, number 7 for Logan. I think he had 15 against Columbus Catholic in the regional final last week. That'll bring up Travis Pettis, a ground ball to short his last time up.
Wildcats send up their designated hitter, number 32, Travis Pettis.
Last year when these teams played in Pittsville, it was 8-1 in the regional final in favor of the Panthers. Inside miss, 2-0. Logan fires back in the 2-1. There's the outside corner for a strike. Low and away, 3-1. Coming back. Fouls it back. We're full count now here to Blair Taylor's designated hitter, Travis Pettis. Austin Olson on deck. Fires home. Missed high. 2-out walk to Pettis, the first base runner for Blair Taylor since the first inning. That'll bring up Austin Olson. Healing Hands Chiropractic of Pittsville wants to help you feel better by offering chiropractic care, massage therapy, low-level laser therapy, and spinal decompression. Contact Dr. Mandy and her staff today for an appointment. And Krieger throws this one into center field. Contact Dr. Mandy and her staff today for an appointment. Healing Hands Chiropractic supports the local Pittsville community. Let's go Panthers. Austin Olson, who struck out in the second. Opportunity with runner at second now with 2 outs. Blows it past him, evens it up at a ball and strike. Pittsville will have 4, 5, and 6 in the fourth. Zickert fires home. High and away. Bucks and Berries Cafe in Babcock is a place to go for signature pies and homemade food. Check out their daily specials and Fish Fry Friday. It's a cozy family fun atmosphere at Bucks and Berries Cafe. Open 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week on Highway 80 in Babcock. Check them out on Facebook. Zickert's missed high and away again. 3-1. The 3-1 from Logan. And count runs full again to the second straight batter. And the payoff coming home. Fouls it straight back into the screen. Runner at second is Pettis after the walk and then pass ball. Out of the stretch for Logan. Pops it up and out of play. Good battles here for Blair Taylor. Anything they can do to continue to raise that pitch count. We're tied at 1 here in the fourth. And the payoff coming back again. And missed high. Back-to-back walks with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Braden Polson. Logan didn't like it, but looked a bit high. Lena leads St. Thomas Aquinas 1-0. And now out to have a conversation is Coach Rayburn. Al, the field, Al checking in. Al Breitenfeld's checking in. The field is turf, so yes, it is turf here at Blair Taylor. Hudson has jumped out now. Chippewa Falls led 3-0, and now they're in the bottom of the second inning in Stevens Point. Hudson now leads 8-3. Solon Springs Northwood against Washburn. It is Solon Springs 5, Washburn 1. The Castle Guards, one of the best mascot names in the state. Castle Guards. Hamilton 2, Menominee Falls 0. Those are our games right now here on Zaleski Sports. And pass any score updates you have along to us. 2 on, 2 out now for Braden Paulson. Struck out in the second. Hits the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Martin Motors supports the Panthers and the Pittsville community. They provide complete auto repair, local transportation available on request. Call Lance or Amber at Martin Motors in Pittsville today to keep your ride running smoothly. Spun it in there, had him leaning out of the way, and it's 0-2 now to Polson. Zickert stares into Krieger, gets one he likes on the 0-2. Fouls it back. Pettis at second, Olson at first with 2 outs. Back-to-back walks after a couple of strikeouts. Back home. And another wild pitch. And the Wildcats are cooking with 2 outs here. Wild pitch. The backstop here at Blair Taylor isn't deep, but get a good read on it, and you could score. The 1-2 is swung on and missed at a high fastball. Strikes out the side, leaves 2 stranded. We've played 3.5. Halfway through this one here in Blair, it is Pittsville 1, Blair Taylor 1. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Tavian Schromick back on the mound for Blair Taylor as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ben Friday, Darren Luther, and Brody Withers. All 3 of those batters were strikeout victims in their last at-bats against Schromick. Ben Zwislin at Century 21 Gold Key Realty is your local hometown realtor serving the greater Pittsville area. Contact Ben today for a free consultation. Ben Zwislin and C21 Gold Key Realty says, Go Panthers. Ben Friday, strikeout victim in the first. Fouls it back to start his at-bat here in the 4th inning. Nobody on, nobody out here in the 4th. Schrammich out of the windup. High and away. Just joining us, things got off with a blazing start for Blair Taylor. Back-to-back hits on the first 2 pitches of the game, and then an RBI groundout to put Blair Taylor up 1-0 in the top of the first. And that one nearly hits Ben. And then Pittsville got on the board in the first inning as well. A 4-pitch walk to Zickert. Ground ball from Dawson Luther that put Logan at second. And then Grant Radman doubled him home. So it was 1-1 in the first, and we've been there since. Just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed. 3-1. Schrammich comes back home. Quick pitch. And lost him on 5 pitches. So leadoff base runner for Pittsville, just as they did in the last inning. But then Zickert struck out. Luther singled, and they got doubled off. That'll bring up Darren Friday. Struck out back in the first. Tranberg way in at third. Luther squares early, pops it up over the head of Tranberg. Oh, a bunt single for Darren Luther. Ty came in to field the bunt, and he popped it right over his head into no man's land, and now there's 2 on and nobody out for Brody Withers.
Nobody out for the Panther left fielder, number 4, Brody Withers.
See if the bottom third of this order for Pittsville can come through for Coach Rayburn. Squares again, bunts it to third. Tranberg across, and he's going to be out at first. But Withers gets the job done with another sacrifice bunt. A nice play over there by Ty at third base. That'll bring up Cash Osterman, a fly out to left back in the second. Friday at third, Luther at second with 1 out. Cash flew out to left in the second. Spinner in there just missed inside. Way in at third again is Tranberg. He fouled off. Lake Texter Drive-In is now open. They're a favorite summertime stop after the ball game or on your way to your favorite fishing hole. Stop in for a bite to eat. Burgers, brats, fish, fries, and more, plus all your favorite treats. 1-1, ground ball to short. And they're going to come home. A mistake at short. They're going to get the out at third. But a run will score. So Friday will score. Paulson threw it home. Osterman is safe at first on the fielder's choice. And I believe then Darren Luther is going to be out at third. But a run will score for Pittsville on the 6-2-5 putout. And it's 2-1 Pittsville. Ended up being okay for Paulson, but waited a long time to make that decision to throw home. Corbin Lee off a home plate. Back to Schrammich, and that'll end the 4th inning. But Pittsville scores. They take a lead 2-1 as we head to the 5th. It will be 8-9-1 for Blair Taylor. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Dealer's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in Central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Ryan Oldendorf to lead things off. For Blair here in the 5th. Oldendorf, Thompson, and Schromick for the Wildcats. Lake Dexter Drive-In is on Highway 80, so make sure you stop in today. Pass by there on the way this way. Yeah. 1 ball and no strikes. That's going to be a line to center. Luther's there, makes the jumping catch for the first out. Got a tough read on it out there. Did Dawson be able to bring it in and make the catch? Now Brady Thompson, who grounded out to Zickert in the 3rd inning.
It'll now be the Wildcat first baseman, Brady Thompson.
That was going to be a fly ball to left. Withers chasing it. Foul territory. Couldn't quite get there. Ball's in a strike to the number 9 hitter. Spinner on the outside is good for a strike. Able to hold off. Misses high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is inside. He was up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brady Thompson, the first baseman. Davian Schromick awaiting on deck. And another strikeout, number 9 for Logan Zickert. 2 away now for the top of the order. Davian Schromick has swung at the first pitch he's seen twice today. Singled on the first pitch of the game and popped out. Zickert kicks and fires home. Ground ball, slow roller to third. Tough play. Radaman bobbles it to first and in plenty of time to retire Schromick. And that'll end the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We played 4.5. Still 2-1 Pittsville. You're watching high school baseball presented by on Zaleski Sports.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
All right, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 9-1 and 2 for Pittsville here as we cross into the 11 o'clock hour. Steve Maves, Joe Anderson from beautiful Blair Taylor High School. Sun's starting to poke out a little bit here in Blair, and Jamison Krieger will lead things off for Pittsville. Drew a walk in his first at-bat in the 3rd. Ground ball to Schramek. He'll underhand it over to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Efficiency at its best on the first pitch of the 5th inning. That'll bring up the top of the order. Logan Zickert drew a walk and scored in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. First offering, a pitcher v. pitcher here is in for a strike. And the winner of this one will take on either Boscoville or Highland. Quick pitch to left, and that was going to be a jump catch out by Austin Thompson. Logan was ready for it. Sliced it into left field. Nice play out there by Austin Thompson to make a catch on that line drive. And there's 2 away now for Dawson Luther. Quick pitch again, misses outside for a ball, 1-0. Congratulations, Pittsville baseball from Hay Creek Pallet. Hay Creek Companies is dedicated to building a family-centered work culture that invests in the Pittsville community. Sell pallets, animal bedding, and mulch. Visit them at haycreekpallet.com. 2-1 Pittsville here in the bottom of the 5th. There's a strike in there. Tried to check his swing in there for a strike anyway. On the spinner. 2-1. Grant Radman on deck. Missed inside. 3-1. Going to be hit over to second and gobbled up there by Austin Olson. And a quick 5th inning in the books here in Blair Taylor. On the 4-3 ground out. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Wildcats in the 6th. It's still 2-1 Pittsville. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
All right, we're back here to Blair Taylor. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 for the Wildcats. Time running out here as we head to the 6th. Got 6 outs to work with against Logan Zickert. Austin Thompson, he bunt singled in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. Quickly working the 0-1. Thompson behind 0-2 quickly here in the 6th. Pittsville trying to calm some demons here in Blair Taylor. Look out over there. Sectional semifinals last 2 years. Somebody's got to go get it. The 0-2 coming back. High and away. That one went in to the Pittsville dugout, right in the waiting hands of Coach Justin Rayburn. A 1-2 coming back. Missed low and in. Good battle here to start the 6th. Lena 1, St. Thomas Aquinas nothing. They're in the 5th in Plover. The 2-2. Fouls that one into the screen. Grant Radaman chases it down. 2-1 here, Pittsville. Jim Stegall checking in from Denver, North Carolina. Jim, there's a lot of games today. Make sure you check them all out. And the count runs full. 8-3 Hudson over Chippewa Falls. And the payoff coming here from Zickert. And walked him. Third walk of the game for Logan Zickert. And that'll bring up Cole Trapp. Solon Springs Northwood 6, Washburn 2. And then our other game, Sussex Hamilton. Now they just go by Hamilton. 2, Menominee Falls nothing. So 5 games on right now. Depending on how this game ends up, either 4 or 5 at 1 o'clock. Squares the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-2. Austin Thompson at first with nobody out here for Blair Taylor in the 6th, trailing 2-1. Inside just missed, not by much again. Zickert looks in, 1-2. Swung on and missed. Got the spinner past him. Striker number 10, double-digit strikeouts tonight for Logan, and there's one away for Peyton Kelly. A couple of strikeouts tonight for Peyton. Lakeside Oasis is the perfect summertime stop for everything you need when you are on the go. Gas, groceries, and all the goodies on your weekend road trips or headed to the lake. Lakeside Oasis near Lake Dexter on Highway 80 on Highway 80, pardon me. Nothing in 2 from Zickert. Thank all of our Pittsville sponsors all spring long. The 0-2. Got him again. Backwards K, strikeout number 11, and there's 2 away here in the 6th. Third strikeout for Peyton Kelly today. That'll bring up Travis Pettis. He grounded out and walked. Chastine Hesley Insurance, Hay Creek Pallet, Lakeside Oasis, Horsing Around, Pittsville Farm and Home Center, Gardner Trucking, Badger State Food Processing, and Gardner Cold Storage, C&D Auto Body Repair and Sales, Tabby's Blue Bayou, Healing Hands Chiropractic of Pittsville, Bucks and Berries Cafe, Martin Motors, and Ben's Whistling, as well as Lake Dexter Drive-In. Way out in front, and Pettis behind, 0-2. Zickert looking to deal it again. There goes the runner. Ground ball to first and foul. Struck out the side in the 2nd, the 4th, 2nd and 4th so far. Trying to do it again here in the 6th. Time called. Zickert steps off. The 0-2. Got him again. Buckled his knees and struck him out looking. Zickert strikes out the side again here in the 6th. leaves one stranded. We've played 5.5. It's 2-1 Pittsville. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides tough, lasting protection. Get a gallon starting at $22.49 after rebate. Give your space the platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer in one with a protective finish that guards against scuffs, spills, and stains. Pick up a gallon starting at $37.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
We go to the bottom of the sixth. Grant Radaman to lead things off for Pittsville. Grounds that one at the plate. 0-1. For the Cats in the seventh, they'll have 6, 7, and 8. Logan Zickert unofficially 91 pitches is what I heard here. Unofficially. And they go off of books in the dugouts. Ooh, what a pitch there from Schramek, and it's 1-2. Knuckle off the hands and foul up along first. If Pittsville wins here in game one, they'll likely have Ben Friday in game two. Not sure who they would throw in relief here in the seventh if Logan gets to 100 pitches. There's a swing and a miss at the high cheese. And a strikeout number 6. That's the first strikeout for Schramek since the third inning. That'll bring up Ben Friday. Struck out in the first, walked in the fourth, and scored the go-ahead run in the fourth inning. And Ben fouls this one at the plate. Quick pitch there to Ben. This swing and a miss. Was still twirling his bat when Schramek threw the pitch. High and in. Had trap set up on the opposite side of the plate, and the 1-2. Fly ball to left, and Thompson giving it a run. He's going to make the catch. Nice play out there by Austin Thompson in foul territory. And there's 2 away now for Darren Luther. Darren struck out in the first and had that pop bunt single back in the fourth. Popped it right over to near short. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Schramek kicks and fires. Going to be lined right at the second baseman, Olson. To end the sixth, last shot here for Blair Taylor as we head to the seventh. It will be 6, 7, and 8 as we head to the seventh. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific.
Austin Olson to lead things off. Pumps in a strike. Blair Taylor down their final 3 outs. Going to be a bloop to center. Luther drifting, catching for the first out. That'll bring up Braden Paulson. A couple of strikeouts tonight for Braden. Once again, upon a Pittsville win, we will have Highland and Boscobel after this. There's a swing and a miss. And then, of course, the championship game if this lead holds for the Panthers. Gonna be hit to short. Backhanded by Friday across the diamond. Wild throw. And a runner will be at first. Looks like Matthew Beck out to run. Beck will run for Paulson. I'll bring up Ryan Oldendorf. Oldendorf lined out to center field his last time up. Radaman in at third. First offering in there. Brady Thompson on deck. Davian Schramek wanting an opportunity. He would have to get another base runner. Fouled at the plate. 0-2. Coach Rayburn goes out to his scorekeepers on the picnic table to our left. Asks about Logan's pitch count. Away, 2-1. Zickert comes set. Fouls it back. Nicely done there from Oldendorf. Runner at first is Beck. Spinner misses high. And now Logan likely Logan's final batter here. Picked up first, Beck in time. Beck back in time. Logan kicks and fires. Fly ball, out of play. Brady Thompson on deck. Kicks and fires. Got him. Strike 3 looking. 2 away here in the 7th. Strikeout number 13 for Logan Zickert, and that'll be Logan's final batter of the day, as the pitch count has come into effect. Darren Luth, we'll see who Coach Rayburn brings in here. But Logan Zickert, an outstanding performance, 13 strikeouts, 2 hits, 3 walks. And we'll see who he brings in. Likely sending Logan to short. We'll see what Coach Rayburn has figured out. Darren Luther to right. Maybe they'll throw Ben for a couple of tosses here and then, not sure. We'll figure it out here Looks like Ben Friday over to first. Dawson Luther will come in to pitch. Get it all figured out here. Logan Zickert is the new shortstop. Dawson Luther needs one out for Pittsville. With a runner at first, the number 9 hitter Brady Thompson at the plate. So the changes, Darren Luther moves from first to the outfield. Ben Friday moves from short to first. Logan Zickert moves from the mound to short, and Dawson Luther from center field to the pitcher's mound. Once again, Logan Zickert, 6 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 hits, and that lone run in the first inning. Brady Thompson today 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Top of the order would be due up after Brady Thompson. Highland, Boscobel will be after this game. And the nice thing about the turf field is that you don't have to manicure it in between games. Get going right away. Obviously after infield and outfield and stuff and warming up. But all right, here we go. Runner at first is Matthew Beck, the pinch runner for Braden Paulson. Brady Thompson at the plate. Dawson Luther on the mound. First offering. Swung on and missed. Dawson looks in to Jamison Krieger as catcher. Beck stays put at first. Misses a bit high, maybe a tad inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. And Blair Taylor down to their final strike. Pittsville fans down to our left. Dawson takes a deep breath, looks in, looks over at his runner at first. Luther kicks and fires. Inside, nearly clipped him. 2-2. Davion Schramek on deck, wanting a shot here. Luther on the 2-2, coming back. Got him looking, and that'll end it. Backwards K, and Pittsville knocks off Blair Taylor to advance to a sectional final later on this afternoon. Pittsville Panthers 2, the Blair Taylor Wildcats 1. Dawson Luther strikes out Brady Thompson to end it. And the Pittsville Panthers are 1 win away from a state championship. We'll step aside here in a moment, come back, wrap this one up, and get you ready for Highland and Boscobel when we come back to Blair Taylor High School.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, welcome back to Blair Taylor. The Pittsville Panthers are victorious here in Game 1 of the sectional here in Blair Taylor, 2-1 over the Wildcats. Logan Zicker goes 6 2/3 innings, strikes out 13. Dawson Luther comes in and strikes out Brady Thompson to end the ball game for Pittsville. Blair Taylor 1 run on 2 hits. They left 5 runners on base, and they committed no errors. For Pittsville, 2 runs on just 3 hits. They committed 1 error, and left 2 runners on base. Highland Basketball coming up next here. Joe Anderson on the call for Game 2, and then we'll have Pittsville and the winner of that game. We'll end this stream. We have a new stream ready, and you can check that game out on YouTube right where you're watching this game, but it'll be on a different stream as we figure all of our things out. Once again, Pittsville 2, Blair Taylor 1. Joe Anderson will be with you in about an hour for first pitch between Basketball and Highland here in Blair Taylor on Zaleski Sports. For Joe Anderson, this is Steve Aves. Have a great hour until we talk to you again. Go check out all the other games. We got 4 more going on Zaleski Sports right now. Once again, Pittsville moving on to a sectional final here today on Zaleski Sports.